wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So San Diego State's offense takes the field for the first time today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Aztecs will punt this one away. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will try to get something started with their first possession. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Well, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either...
There he goes! He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. Fires to the big fella. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little touch and catch session.
Well, we've seen this a couple times on this drive now, but having a lot of success with the quarterback sneak, and there's something going on up front right now, whether it's just the offensive line getting a better push or he's finding the crease to the right side of the center, to the left side, whatever he's doing, it's working. The defense has not been able to stop him, and they just ride the center and the QB sneaks.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like every...
Touchdown, Georgia! Grabbed in the end zone with 6 on the board.
Really nice job by the quarterback there, just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. That's exactly what happened.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement
offense moving quickly to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going.
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense trying to take it back.
Those coaches, those laterals, whatever you want to call them, the more times you do those in a game, the more likelihood you have of putting that pigskin on the ground. They put it on the ground there.
I'm doing a video.
It happens. It's going to be a part of the game, but it's also the part of the game that the coaches, when they get you to the sidelines, they're going to tell you about it.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Yeah, I'm busy.
After the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 40.
Yeah, I'm busy though.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
Defensive tackle up front.
Well, that's a fortuitous bounce because we know this guy already fumbled earlier in the game, David. He's got to do a better job with 5 points of pressure on that ball.
Or he's going to be sitting on the sidelines. Coaches are not going to continue to trust you if you're going to continue to put the ball in.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Aztecs will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They'll move the wide receiver. Grab behind the line. It's dealt. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Back to pass. It's Stockton. Catch in the middle. It's Thomas. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Looking to throw again. Here's a hit. Grabbed in the middle. It's Thomas. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Georgia sends out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Got it in the middle. It's 4. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quickly out to the tight end. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Sutton. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Love the 3rd down call. Throwing the angle route to your back, working one-on-one against that defender. Easy pitch and catch for the first.
The give to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And the Aztecs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense, or you got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Hunt is in the air on 4th down. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Well, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Here's the handoff. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Under fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here's the pressure. Got it behind the line. It's Sutton. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Got a man. It's Sutton. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games. That loses games. And that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown in their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Oh, they're after him. On a little time. Lets it go. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Snagged in the middle. It's Branch. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs!
Man, I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. On the ground, it's Sutton. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the 1st quarter. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the 1st. Challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sutton. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. You want to create favorable matchups, and the angle route against a backer is a good way to do it.
Yeah, and especially if you're going to run man-to-man, that's hard. That's hard for a linebacker to run with a fast tailback. But if I can play a little bit more zone and stay in my zone and anticipate the quarterback throwing that route, makes it a little bit easier to defend in the future.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Aztecs are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now. Get ready for another one.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Finds his tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Gonna run it. It's Sutton. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
He's got it on the move. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, San Diego State. It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They march 78 yards down the field. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10, and the returner is stopped. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Bell. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Offense set on 1st down. Give to the running back. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quick completion to the right. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no 1st down.
That's the 1st down marker and still running.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up the short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Makes the stop at the 49, give him 5 yards on the play and a 1st down. And the Dogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Fires complete on the crosser. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. And the Bulldogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field.
throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
They'll leave it with him. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He'll throw on 3rd down. It's complete. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. They'll try to power it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Napier. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. And the Aztecs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the back over the middle. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They picked up a couple of 1st downs to start this drive, and now 1st and 10 from the 47. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, they had the matchup they wanted. They had the running back working one-on-one with the linebacker on that angle route, but he couldn't reel it in.
So now it's 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Aztecs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He's got it. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. And the Aztecs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going back to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Washington. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing at running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there getting that first.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Lost to fire on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's 4. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Looking to throw for it. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Absolute shank. Missed it. Guys, a missed field goal, and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Caught behind the line. It's Frazier. It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Stockton. Caught close to the marker, it's Bell. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The offense set for a 1st down play. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Georgia.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the 1st half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the 1st half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the grab. It's Napier. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? The Aztecs come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Back open in the middle. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Looking left. It's caught. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Looking for a productive play on first down. Looking to throw on first down. He's got the back in the middle. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. They'll immediately call timeout. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to running back, and he's making plays.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Man, that D tackle is cat quick. He exploded out of his three-point stance, got immediately into the backfield, and he was able to get that tackle for loss.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas between the hedges in Sanford Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Aztecs will kick it away to start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs and help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football game.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Pulls it in. It's dealt. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Wants to keep it in the air. Starting to feel a little pressure. Got a first down. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Well, he's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running, too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield?
Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Rushes on him. Makes the catch. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Right down the middle. Another incompletion on third down.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big
I'm gonna
play.
call him back.
Well, how about that? I mean, they
Thank
knew
you.
this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
Great place to start for this offense. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Aztecs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. The short hands, it's Bell. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give out of the gun.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Quickly to the tight end. Turning it on. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Got the first down, looking for more. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. And the Aztecs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wants to throw on first down. A strike downfield. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Aztecs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Now down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Gonna run it, it's Washington. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. 3rd and long, and they can get the first down without scoring a touchdown. Give to the back. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Just drives it between the uprights. Had to settle for the field goal.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
To throw, it's Stockton. Finds his man in the middle. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Off play action on first down. Finds his man. It's dealt. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Dogs come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bell. There he goes. Touchdown ball. And the pummeling has started.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Napier. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball.
Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To give to the back. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Aztecs have this offense rolling. They'll go to the ground. Makes the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Fires to the tight end. Quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
That's tough for the defense. The tight end's just so big and physical, and it's hard to drag him down. He only needed a few yards to get that first down. Defense will have to do a better job next time.
Finds his back in the middle. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. They're not just using the running back as check down Charlie in the passing game. They're getting him downfield.
And take my matchups I like. If you're going to play man-to-man, who are you going to put on the running back? Do you want to put a linebacker on him? I like my chances, even with safeties. Those guys, listen, they aren't as great as corners and covering, so I like finding matchups and exploiting them.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. To the ground, he's got it again. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. He's got it on the run. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. The Aztecs will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Pushes toward the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aztecs! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Lining up to add another. And it's up and good. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Got it in the middle of his fringe. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Thomas. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll take a shot, and it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Wide open downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Hand off from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got the back over the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. Fires to the middle. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here, missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football.
He's got it, 1st down and more. And they finally get him to the ground, an easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Hand off from the gun. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give on the inside. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, I got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the 4th quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Georgia sends out the punt team. The returner to start us on the next drive. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They've just got to do a better job finishing.
Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Going the other way, he's got room. Touchdown, Bulldogs! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
You really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him. And he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. To the ground with the back. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Makes a catch. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down. And the Aztecs are flying down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast. If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to him.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside for the wide receivers, but when this guy's going to be able to catch the football and he makes plays like this, now I'm going to have to maybe go play more man, bring a guy to him, and not let him get those open touches.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
They'll give it to him again. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Aztecs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. It's Washington. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on 2nd down, no problem for them.
The run from the shotgun. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking for a gap. It's Washington. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, to get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. You need to put more plays together like that right there.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Touchdown, San Diego State! Fitted in the window for the score.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
two-point conversion attempt is on the way. He'll set up to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the two as they draw a little closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right,
Breaks into the open. And the elude of the defense, and they'll take it away. Touchdown, Georgia.
salt into a wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay upright.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level the next time.
Well, you don't see this very often, so much for fighting till the bitter end as they will concede defeat. The points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news, though, David, they've got a lot to clean up on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and welcome to college football nowadays, right? This is how it works, a ton of points. Defenses learn as you go, but you got to get better. You got to force some turnovers, create those negative plays. Just can't give up so many points.